Hi, I'm attorney Ben Schwartz, and today we're going to answer a viewer question from William in Wilmington, Delaware. He says, I was rear-ended in a car accident and sustained some very severe injuries. I would like to know if I can pursue a claim against the manufacturer of my car because my airbag didn't go off. And so this is a conversation, this is actually a very frequently asked question by people who have been injured in automobile accidents. And when you are an attorney who's handling automobile accidents, one of the jobs that you have is to identify all potential claims against all potentially liable, all potentially at fault parties in order to make sure that you bring all claims that could be brought. Now, if you're injured in an accident, one of the things that the attorney should look at is what's called crashworthiness of the vehicle that you were riding in. In other words, the vehicle is there to protect you. It's specially designed to protect you from impacts, from crashes. Did it do its job? One of the ways that cars and trucks fail to do their job to protect you in an accident is by having airbags that are defective. Sometimes you run into defective airbags. You can go online, search for recalls. You'll see that many of the recalls involving passenger automobiles also involve airbags. So one of the things that you need to look at in an auto case is, did the airbag go off? Did it act as it was supposed to? Did it provide protection to the occupants of the vehicle? The way that airbags work, however, is very specific. So most airbags use what's called a ball and tube mechanism. And within the vehicle, there's a tube with two electrodes on the front of it. And there's a metal ball at the back of the tube that's being held at the back of the tube by a magnet. When you get into a frontal impact, the ball goes forward, because of inertia, the ball goes forward. It's metal, it touches those two electrodes and it closes a circuit, and that lights off the airbags. And so if you have a frontal impact, typically between, I think, 8 and 14 miles an hour, you should expect that your front impact airbags should light off. If you're rear-ended in an automobile accident, then we'd have to look at the facts of the case. We'd have to examine the facts of the accident, because if you're simply rear-ended and there's no frontal impact, it may be the case that you should not expect those airbags to go off, because the rear impact may not be the type of impact that will light off, that'll close the circuit and light off those airbags. So essentially what you need to do, if you have the situation where you've had a car accident or truck accident and your airbags did not go off, you've been injured in the accident and you think that perhaps the airbags did a deficient job or they were defective in protecting you, what you need to do is get with an attorney who handles a lot of auto accident, personal injury, and wrongful death claims, and get the attorney and his accident reconstructionist to take a look at the case and see if the airbags should have gone off. So I hope that answers the question. If you have questions for me about auto accidents, personal injury cases, airbags not going off, send me an email. My email address is ben.schwartz@schwartzandschwartz.com. I'm attorney Ben Schwartz. Hope you found this video to be informative and educational. If you have questions for me, send them and we'll see if we can answer them in video format for you.